Many Christian men in business carry battles no one ever sees. We lead teams, make decisions, and carry the weight of provision. Yet, deep inside, there are questions we rarely voice. Not because we don't care, but because we fear judgment, shame, or appearing weak. Even the strongest leaders, CEOs, founders, executives, they quietly wrestle with the tension between professional pressure and spiritual conviction. Leadership can be lonely, and in that loneliness, certain questions echo in the heart of every man who wants to honor God through his work. These aren't small questions. They cut to the core of who we are, our calling, our integrity, our leadership, our family, and our faith. In this series, we're going to ask them out loud because until a man faces these questions, he can't find the peace, purpose, or power that comes from leading God's way. Every man in business says he's driven, but what if your drive is taking you in the wrong direction? We chase growth, numbers, recognition, but somewhere deep down, many of us wonder, am I really following God's calling or just feeding my own pride? You might be winning by the world's standards and still feel empty because God's version of success isn't about the size of your company. It's about the size of your obedience. So here's the question. Are you pursuing the career God called you to or the one your ego created? If God stripped away the title and the income, would you still call it success? Let me ask you, are you the same man on Monday that you are on Sunday? We talk about integrity until it costs us something. When the pressure's on, deals tighten, and competition heats up, sometimes our faith gets quiet. But deep down, a real Christian man knows when he's crossed the line, even a small one. This isn't about shame, it's about alignment. Because the moment you compromise that, you trade God's favor for temporary gain. So think about it. Where in your business are you bending truth instead of standing on it? Would the people who work with you say your word is gold or negotiable? Leadership isn't about how many people follow you, it's about how many people see Christ through you. Sometimes we call it leadership, but it's really control. As men, we want to build, direct, dominate. Yet Jesus said the greatest among you will be a servant. If your team only sees your ambition, not your humility, then maybe you've built a kingdom for yourself, not for God. So ask yourself, do I lead my team with compassion, patience, and grace, or with pressure, pride, and fear? What kind of leader are you becoming when no one else is watching? You can build an empire and still lose your home in the same process. Every man thinks he's working hard for his family until one day he realizes he's been working instead of his family. Success feels good, but it's a cruel master when it steals your time, your marriage, and your peace with God. You can't pour into your business and neglect your household because your first ministry isn't your company, it's your home. So here's the question. What will your children remember? Your presence or your pressure? What are you willing to lose to keep winning? Be honest. Do you pray before making decisions or only after they fall apart? Many of us say we trust God, but live like everything depends on us. We hustle, stress, and lose sleep trying to control what was never ours to control. Real faith isn't passive, it's surrender. When you hand the business back to God, He gives you peace that hustle never will. So ask yourself, do I truly trust God with my business or just use His name when I'm afraid? Because the line between faith and fear is drawn in your decisions. These five questions might never be spoken out loud, but every Christian man in business feels them deep in his soul. When we bring those struggles into the light, whether it's in prayer or in journal or with a trusted mentor, something shifts because that's where God begins to realign our hearts. Each of these questions is more than a reflection, it's an invitation to rediscover your calling, to renew your integrity, to lead with humility, to love your family well, and to trust God fully with your future. Real success isn't measured by profits or position, it's found in faithfulness. And the man who faces these questions with courage doesn't just build a business, he builds a legacy that honors Christ. I'm Hector Alvarez, and this is The Biblical Entrepreneur. Thank you for watching. Please share and come back soon. God bless you all.